Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 58 of Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, where we are on a mission to save Patricia Vegelbud from the killer who is having a bit of a go of it of late.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Well, fucking run then, mate.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
No time to explain. Trust me, please.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
There it is.
He ran out the other door! Catch him! You must sweat like a swine in that time.
What now, you piece of filth?
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
What's the problem? I have no fucking clue where he went now, do I? Shit.
There he is! Get him!
I'll break your bones!
I was a murderer. Where would I run to? The problem is I don't know fucking where, that's the problem.
Come on, come closer.
I'm not going to attack the guards. That defeats the fucking point. Yeah, I have no fucking clue where he's gone.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once. Mother, why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time. Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Right. I'd loot these guys, but they've been for enough, so let's not loot them. Gotta get to crippled Kate's. Can't be having another murder on another death on my hand. Right. Out of the way, peasants. Come on, move out of the way. On, Roach. Roach, come on.
Faster.
Damn.
Right. So, on the way back, we'll well, we're coming up to a point. We're coming up to a point where you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I will explain when we get there. I don't want to spoil anything, but at the same time, I want to talk about something. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to obviously have it end up exploiting something. So I'm just going to be quiet for now. And we're going to, you know, pay attention. We're going to get to crippled Kate's and hopefully save her from whatever the fuck is going on. Because this guy is growing bold as all hell. And we can't be having that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. We can't be having that. It's just not good for business. I don't know why all those kids are running away in the same way, but alright. Right.
Wonderful.
It looks like we're going to be going around the side for a while, which will unfortunately make me canter in a minute, which is annoying, but well, there we go. Stupid cantering. If only cantering was a little bit faster. This feels more like fucking... There we go, and go back to galloping. For all of a fucking second. Because we're here. Well, we're at the, obviously, the village, city gate.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Rain, I like rain.
Another concerned citizens notice. He's getting a little bit... He's obviously getting very bold.
Trouble?
Hopefully, we're not too late. That crippled case is through here. I remember. Oh, I remember where it is. It's that bit there.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Hashtag doing it anyway, dickhead.
By tomorrow, what you can...
Hey, darling.
Yeah.
Like what you see?
Bit busy, love. Okay,
We
no.
can go at it here or at my place.
Ah!
You choose.
Busy, thanks. No, you know, no interest right now.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
What, no foreplay? No formaldehyde? Coals in my eye sockets?
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know, but I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
Right. So this is the part I was referring to when I said I wanted to say something but I couldn't, because when I did this quest the first time, I killed him. You're not meant to kill him, because if you kill him, it doesn't. Well, if you kill him, you don't find out about this, and the quest ends. So right now, I'm actually playing something new. And let's figure out if it is the coroner and why the fuck he did it. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honestly at a loss for why he'd do it. So let's figure this the fuck out. I do not know how that guy sees with that hood all the way over his fucking face.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
You're a sick fuck.
I never expected you to understand. You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. Ah well, this conversation has grown unpleasant for both parties. We must move to the next item on the agenda. I last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
And you? Have you faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You would not have survived.
You're not a higher vampire, you lying fuck?
Come on.
You know, better than a fucking Ekimaru. Oh shit. Alright, calm down. I see you take my insults very, very personally. Unfortunately for you, the last thing I fought was a vampire. See, if you were a higher vampire, you wouldn't actually look like that. Yeah, fire didn't really work on you fuckers. You have a lot of health, motherfucker. I really should have put Black Blood on, but, well, it's a bit late for that now. Yeah, put some Vampire Oil back on. Bestiary. Fuck that. Oh, apparently he considers himself a higher vampire. I mean, he is higher in the sense that he can turn from that into a human, but I still wouldn't call him a higher vampire. Oh yeah, I didn't put any grenades on. That's what I was trying to do. That actually might do me a little bit better. Fuck you. There we go. Needless to say, that fucking hurt. Prick. Right. What do you mean? Alright, let's get back to Dandelion and talk about Priscilla and see how Priscilla is.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
I'm not gonna lie, this gentleman did not actually think a vampire would be behind that. That's... wow, yeah. Well, actually pretty... I think that's pretty mint. Let's go see Priscilla though. Let's make sure she's alright. Hopefully she'll be able to sing again. We can only hope.
What is this? Your jacket's trailing.
After this, we'll go get ourselves some new weapons. Well, upgrade the weapons we've currently got, shall we say. Which will require me to go find them, but I mean, I'm not against doing that.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her. Take a gander.
Oof, hail.
No loitering round here.
Right, gotta make sure. Gotta make sure. I do hope this is the correct ending. Because that's the one thing about The Witcher. There's so many different endings for every quest that you can never be sure if you've done it right. Which is also the reason I like it, obviously.
Bill, save me. I'm dying.
Why did that man just blow himself up?
Freak! The dungeon, that's where you belong.
I mean, people are just being a bit rude about me at the moment. Are they still the hospital? Or the place? I think it's, yeah, the hospital, yeah.
Any good?
Aye, it's good.
Oh, right.
Strange.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Yes, Geralt?
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept scalpel in hand than I ever was behind a lectern.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Farewell.
Right.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quite...
Say no more. Get well soon.
Right. Well, I'm glad we dealt with that. I actually feel a lot better that I've done that way. Right, next, we need to go see Dijkstra at the Passiflora, the posh brothel, as what I'd call it anyway. 1 second, ladies. Fucking second, my eye. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. We'll come back to him later. They'll be fine for a while. So let's get ourselves right to the top, because we've got to go... I think the Passiflora is like one of the few really nice buildings, if I remember correctly. It's like one of the really posh buildings. It's a brothel, which, I mean, you wouldn't think it'd be posh, but it is. In we go. See what I mean? Posh posh.
White Wolf, welcome to the Passiflora. Oh, no sign of recognition in your eyes.
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, 2 halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm here to...
Speak softly. I know very well why you're here. There, wait. This way, please. This way. Upstairs.
Right. Let's see what these assholes want.
Witcher Geralt, up you go. Boss has been waiting.
Now, which boss is yours?
Geralt, you're here. Good.
Might have chosen a more secluded spot to plot an assassination.
It's on everyone's mind. Many would like to do it so there's nothing to fear. Besides, this venue's got a tradition in this domain. Might even consider it fabled. Folka planned her revolt here. By extension, King Vrydank's murder too.
Comparing yourself to Folka? Far as I can recall, no one in Redania's annals has a bloodier reputation.
Her rebellion changed the course of history. That's what we have in common. In terms of blood, we aim only to shed Radovid's. I'm pleased you're willing to play a part. Must admit, I wasn't certain you'd show.
Thought about what you said. That Triss and Yen would never be safe as long as Radovid was alive.
You better believe it. Well, I'm pleased we've arrived at an understanding. To the matter at hand. I believe you know my associate.
Roach, you here?
Retired intelligence operatives. We have a club.
Defended a king once. Ready to assassinate another now?
Not proud of it, yet. I considered all the options and found none better. Radovid's proven many times he only ever forwards his own interests. When Kedwin asked for help, he invaded. When I begged him to support Vizima's defense, he showed me the door. The war nears its end. We've come to a decisive phase. We must act quickly. I've no illusions. Only a dead Radovid means a free Temeria.
How's that work? Seems to me Radovid is Temeria's ally.
Only as long as my guerrillas do what pleases him. Support his troops. Once he wins the war, he won't acknowledge the previous borders, nor wish to restore them. He dreams of a northern empire. As long as he lives, Temeria will never be free.
But we didn't bring you here to bore you with politics. Radovid's a threat to Triss and Yennefer. Remember that. That ought to interest you most.
All right. What do you want from me?
One of our co-conspirators ventured out to meet an informer. He's not returned, yet the plan's success hinges on what he's learned. We've got to find him. And you're the best tracker around.
Tracker, huh? Really? Anything else you can tell me? Where this associate was last seen, for instance?
He's traveling as a journeyman. Itinerant cobbler, that's his cover. He was first to venture across the Pontar. Most probably did so via the Redanian checkpoint. We've a man there who should know more. Calls himself Gregor.
Let a Redanian soldier in on your plan to murder Redania's king?
You see, there are even some Redanians who cannot abide Radovid's policies. And when simple soldiers notice something's not quite right, well, then it's time to act.
Fine. I'll talk to Gregor.
Thank you. And try not to draw too much attention, if you can. Remember, the future hinges on the success of this mission. The future of Temeria. The future of the North.
I know. I'll try not to fuck it up. See ya.
We're counting on you, Geralt. anyone see you come in?
No one apart from Madame Serenity and your lackey.
Off the street, I mean.
No one. Nerves getting the better of you.
I'm not nervous, just cautious. A trait you ought to nurture as well.
I know, and I am. Wound about the streets for a time to lose any tales. I've worked in intelligence as long as you have. I need no lessons in spycraft.
Right, so we're going to go straight and do that. In the next part, at the end of this part, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it here. Well, we're going to end it once we leave the Passiflora. Right.
You'll not find much to do in no.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and in the next part, we'll continue on. I'll see you guys then.